Climate crisis in Iraq as central and northern regions are flooded with rains, while the southern regions are suffering from drought and scarcity of water. In one side of the country, bridges are collapsing under the rains, and in another, lakes are shrinking into craters. Now Iraq is grappling with this crisis. The next story tells you more.
Heavy rains have brought deadly floods to Iraq's Kurdistan region, killing at least 2 people and injuring 4 others in Chamchamal district. Officials say 2 children are still missing after torrents of water swept through Sulaimaniya province, submerging streets and damaging homes. The impact spread far beyond the north.
The rain was heavy and the flooding was powerful and entered our homes. As you can see, the water came into the house and we have nothing left. We suffered heavy damage inside the house. Nothing remains. No refrigerator, no freezer, no household items. Nothing is left from our home.
In Tuz Kurmatu, a bridge linking Baghdad and Kirkuk collapsed under the force and speed of floodwaters, according to local authorities. Cities across Iraq saw roads turn into rivers, including Hilla in Babylon province, where residents worked through the water to clear out their homes. In Baghdad, a thick blanket of fog added to the disruption, forcing a temporary shutdown of the capital's international airport. But even as some parts of Iraq are overwhelmed by water, others are being strangled by the lack of it. Nearby Iran saw rainfall for the first time in months, a brief relief for a country in severe drought. In Tehran, the government-sponsored billboards reportedly call on the public not to use garden hoses outside to avoid waste. And in southern Iraq, the climate crisis is even more visible. Workers at Lake Najaf, once a crucial water source, now shovel salt from exposed lake beds that have lost over 10,000 acres of surface water. Environmentalists say it is a stark symbol of Iraq's broader water collapse, driven by upstream damming, mismanagement, and relentlessly declining rainfall.
Water could return, provided the Iraqi government reaches an agreement with the Turkish government. Even if it does return, 3 lakes will need 2 years to fill up. Only after those 2 years, water might reach the southern region.
When salinity level in the river increases, the proportion of bacteria and fungi also increases, and the concentration of toxic and harmful heavy metals will rise, negatively affecting our health.
The Euphrates, one of the cradles of human civilization, could run dry as early as 2040. For communities whose livelihoods depend on agriculture and livestock, that would be devastating. And then there is Lake Sawa, a 5,000-year-old natural wonder in Al-Muthanna province. Once a thriving ecosystem of fish, shrimp and migratory birds, it has now shrunk to just a fraction of its size. In April, it dried up completely. Today, only a small pond remains in the middle of a massive crater. Local residents remember when the lake was full, a place for swimming, picnics and boat rides. Now, the desert has swallowed what was once a stable, protected wetland that helped regulate the region's climate. Iraq stands between 2 extremes: catastrophic flooding in parts of the country and a deepening water crisis in others. A land that survived thousands of years of civilizations is now being reshaped by climate change in real time.